had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And how about how he improvised right there because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Roberts now off the play fake. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check pass. Check pass.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So
there he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18, right here. Check.
Willis now off of play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Buying time to his left. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Looking to throw. Roberts. Setting up the screen. Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Henry again on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Pass 60, pass 60.
On third down, Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On second down, here's Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Here's Willis. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Harris running straight ahead. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Roberts to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Check. Check. Contact. Check. Contact.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Now the ball comes loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hold it ready. 79 Broncos.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Harris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Roberts. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They hand this off to Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Roberts throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They begin with Henry. And he's got Rome. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll look to throw.
He's got Claypool.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter.